The moment fans thought the BTS comeback era could not get any more electric, another spark lit up the global ARMY timeline. In a brief but explosive announcement that rippled across social media within minutes, BTS confirmed the arrival of their newest concert essential, the official Lightstick Ver.4, a redesigned symbol of unity that feels perfectly timed for the group's long-awaited return to large-scale touring. For more than a decade, the BTS Lightstick, affectionately known as the Army Bomb, has been far more than merchandise. It has become a glowing language shared between the group and their fans, transforming stadiums into oceans of synchronized light and emotion. With Ver.4, anticipation is reaching a new peak, especially as the group prepares for a fresh global chapter following their individual projects and reunions on stage. According to notices shared through official channels operated by HYBE and its label, Big Hit Music, the upgraded device is positioned as the next generation standard for future tours, signaling that a massive production scale is once again on the horizon. Early reactions suggest that this version is not simply a cosmetic update. Fans expect a redesigned hardware, smoother wireless synchronization, and new lighting patterns capable of responding to set lists and stage effects in real time, a technology BTS concerts have famously elevated into an art form. Distribution and purchasing information is being rolled out through Weverse Shop, sending fans scrambling to set reminders and prepare for what is almost guaranteed to be a lightning-fast sellout once orders officially open. The timing is what makes the reveal feel particularly strategic. Rumors of major tour announcements have been swirling for months, and the launch of a new Lightstick version traditionally precedes a large-scale touring cycle in the K-pop world. For ARMY, Ver.4 is being read as more than just a collectible. It is a glowing clue that stadiums, arenas, and massive crowd chants may soon return as part of BTS's next chapter. Conversations online have quickly shifted from design speculation to travel plans, concert budgets, and the emotional weight of once again standing shoulder to shoulder with thousands of fans under a single purple sky. At the same time, the announcement has sparked bittersweet feelings for longtime supporters who treasure older versions of the Army Bomb. Each iteration represents a different era, from early showcase halls to record-breaking world tours, and Ver.4 now joins that lineage as the newest chapter in BTS history. Whether fans see it as a technological upgrade or a symbolic torch passing into the group's next phase, the reaction has been unmistakable. Excitement layered with nostalgia, curiosity mixed with certainty that something big is approaching. As official details continue to roll out, one thing is already clear. BTS has once again found a way to turn a single product reveal into a global moment, proof that even before a single stage is announced or a ticket goes on sale, the group can still make the world pause, refresh its feeds, and glow a little brighter in anticipation of what comes next. Speculation is now running at full speed across global fan communities, with many interpreting the Ver.4 rollout as the clearest prelude yet to a new blockbuster era. Historically, a major redesign of BTS's Lightstick has often coincided with shifts in their artistic direction or the scale of their touring ambitions, and this pattern has only intensified the belief that something monumental is being carefully lined up behind the scenes. Every teaser notice, every update window for sales, and every cryptic caption from official channels is being dissected frame by frame as fans attempt to read between the lines for hints of stage concepts, production upgrades, and the emotional tone of the performances to come. Industry watchers have also noted how sharply coordinated the timing feels. After years in which the members balanced solo work with selective group appearances, the sudden emergence of a new flagship concert device suggests a return to full-force group activities on a global scale. The Army Bomb has always been engineered to interact directly with live productions, changing colors and patterns to match songs, speeches, and surprise segments, and Ver.4 is widely expected to push that interactivity even further. Many fans are already imagining stadium roofs glowing in complex mosaics, crowd waves rippling in perfect synchronization, and intimate moments where a single hue floods the arena at the group's cue. Beyond the technical upgrades, the emotional symbolism of the release may be just as powerful. For countless supporters, purchasing a new light stick is a ritual, a declaration of readiness for the next chapter, a physical reminder that another unforgettable memory is waiting somewhere in the future. Social feeds have quickly filled with throwback photos from earlier tours, side-by-side comparisons of older versions, and stories about the first concert where fans ever raised their army bombs above their heads. Version 4 is already being woven into that legacy, long before most people have even seen its final design. As anticipation builds, the mood feels less like a standard merchandise launch and more like the opening scene of a much larger story. Whether it ultimately leads to a world tour announcement, a new album cycle, or an entirely fresh creative direction, the unveiling of the BTS official Lightstick version 4 has succeeded in doing exactly what the group has always done best, turning a single spark into a global glow and reminding millions of fans that the next unforgettable moment could be just around the corner. Behind the scenes, analysts within the K-pop industry are already framing the launch as a carefully placed chess move rather than a routine product cycle. For a group as globally dominant as BTS, every official release is scrutinized for meaning, and the decision to unveil a brand new Lightstick generation now feels almost cinematic. It hints at upgraded production standards, new stage architecture, and a touring apparatus built for crowds that stretch into the tens of thousands, perhaps even larger than before. In an era where live performances have become increasingly immersive and technology-driven, Ver.4 is being positioned as the tool that will allow the group and their creative directors to paint arenas with light in ways never previously attempted. What makes the situation even more compelling is the silence surrounding the finer details. The lack of early design reveals has only fueled imagination, with fans sketching speculative renders, debating possible color schemes, and theorizing about hidden features such as app integrations, motion sensors, or programmable modes for fan events. Some believe the sleekness of recent merchandise lines could influence the aesthetic, while others are convinced the group will lean back into the iconic spherical look that has become synonymous with their concerts. That tension between tradition and reinvention mirrors BTS's own artistic journey, always evolving yet anchored to symbols their audience holds dear. Meanwhile, veteran concertgoers are already swapping survival guides online, reminding newer fans how quickly official merchandise disappears once pre-orders open. Time zone calculators, budgeting spreadsheets, and group chats dedicated solely to checkout strategies have begun circulating, transforming what might appear to outsiders as a simple retail moment into a coordinated global event. In many ways, the scramble itself has become part of the fandom culture, proof of how deeply these objects are tied to shared memories and future dreams. As days pass and official notices continue to trickle out, the sense of standing on the edge of something major only grows stronger. The launch of the official Lightstick Ver.4 feels less like an endpoint and more like a prologue, the first chapter of a story that has yet to fully reveal itself. Whether it ultimately ushers in a sweeping world tour, a new musical era, or a carefully orchestrated reunion on the grandest scale imaginable, one truth is already evident. The glow that began with a single announcement is spreading fast, and the world is watching closely for the moment when the next curtain finally rises. For longtime observers, the scale of reaction itself is becoming part of the story. Within hours of the announcement, keywords tied to the new Lightstick began trending across multiple regions, with fans in Asia, Europe, the Americas, and the Middle East reacting in near-perfect sync, a digital echo of the very concert effect the Army Bomb was designed to create. It is a familiar phenomenon whenever BTS unveils something new, yet this time the energy feels sharper, more anticipatory, as though the fandom senses that this object is a gateway to something much larger waiting just off stage. Commentators have also begun framing Ver.4 as a symbolic reset after years of transition. With the group stepping back into collective activities, the arrival of a new flagship concert accessory reads almost like a ceremonial marker, the lighting of a torch for the next era. In K-pop, light sticks function as visual signatures, instantly identifying a fandom in a sea of thousands, and BTS's version has long been among the most recognizable in the world. Updating that icon is no small decision. It suggests confidence, ambition, and a vision for experiences that have not yet been publicly revealed. The narrative unfolding online has taken on an almost cinematic tone. Fans speak of pre-tour chills, of the quiet before ticketing storms and midnight alarm clocks, of the unmistakable pattern that precedes blockbuster announcements. Even those who promised themselves a break from collecting merchandise admit that this feels different, less like an optional purchase and more like an invitation to participate in the next chapter as it happens, light in hand, voice ready, heart racing. What keeps the conversation burning brightest, however, is the unanswered question hovering behind every update. What exactly is coming next? A new album cycle? A global stadium tour? A televised concert event designed to mark the group's reunion on an unprecedented scale? The official lightstick Ver.4 has not answered those questions yet, but it has accomplished something just as powerful. It has reawakened the collective imagination of millions, setting the stage for reveals that now feel inevitable rather than speculative. Until that curtain finally lifts, the glow continues to spread. Screens refresh, rumors circulate, and countdowns quietly begin in bedrooms and group chats around the world. One small announcement has once again turned into a worldwide moment, and if history is any indication, this is only the opening note of a much louder, brighter chorus still to come.